I like dogs, but I like cats because
Dogs?
Yeah.
That's
Like
a cat.
dogs?
That's a cat. That's a cat. Not that's a pug, Chihuahua, Lhasa Apso, Shih Tzu.
Well, there's different types of cats.
Yeah,
You
but no one
just-
gives a shit
Yeah,
about
the
that.
brown cat and the white cat.
Or the orange Garfield
See that?
cat.
See that right there? That's cat.
That is a cat. It's true. You don't have that
No,
pretentious
there's the
element.
cats with no fur and they look ugly as fuck.
Oh, you're right. There are two different types of cats.
And on that note, start off. I'm Adam like usual. We got Dodds, Sean, Richard, and Matt.
Richard who bought a suit.
Yeah, Richard bought a suit
He did get a suit.
for my
I
brother's
need to wear a
wedding.
hat.
Yeah, specifically for your brother's wedding. I'm now going to burn it and buy a new one for the next wedding.
Anyways, Sean, so did you play Rain this week?
Yes, I did play Rain this week.
How did you know that,
How did you
Adam?
know about that? Yeah, I was playing. I played about
Heavy Rain?
Heavy Rain.
No.
That wasn't funny last week, Matt.
No. You mean Rain
Hasn't
that...
aged well.
It's the standalone game from the purple dude from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I thought he meant the
Anyways,
vampire
That was
one.
probably even better.
Blood Rain.
Matt should thank you for the quality of that joke. Anyways, it's an indie title. I think it's developed by some Japanese studio. I think it is. And it reminds me a lot of Ico because of the way that the main character it interacts with the environment. Fixed camera angles. The core concept is that you can only see your character in rain. You actually see the silhouette of his body with the rain falling onto him.
It's a fixed camera angle, but I thought it was a 2D platformer.
It's not 2D.
Oh, no?
But
Okay.
it is predominantly a platform, but there's a lot of stealth incorporated into it because you can't attack anything directly. The only thing that you can do is sort of maneuver around the environment to try to trick monsters who are also only visible in rain. And it's okay. Honestly, it looked good. The music is good, but the game itself is kind of boring, and
Oh, yeah.
it's unfortunate.
Regretting playing it.
No, I mean I haven't beaten it. I've put like 20 minutes into it.
So how would
That's it? You haven't put more?
No, I put 25 minutes.
How would you die if there was no rain? Because technically nothing could see each other.
Yeah, the thing about that is that I don't know. There has been several opportunities where you have to stealth around enemies, and if they see you while you run into an area where it isn't raining, you will become invisible. They will also become invisible. They can't see you presumably, and you can't see them. So it becomes sort of like
But is that the way the game works? Like if you're both invisible, nothing happens? Like if they see you running into an invisible area.
Yeah.
Like do they purposely put rain in certain areas so that
Yes.
Okay.
Most of the game is played outside, not inside.
So it's constantly raining.
It presumably occurs in the span of a couple hours one evening.
And when you're inside, are people setting off the fire alarm so the water comes down?
No.
No.
That would make a good...
That would make sense.
That's why I
That
figured
would
you'd
make
get to
perfect
that
sense.
point, that would happen. You're like, really?
No, I actually don't think that there are other people in the game. I think it's just the monsters. And I think it occurs one evening late at night. It's whimsical. It's got this sort of like a fairy tale
So it's-
story to it.
It's dark too while it's raining.
It's night.
It's supposed to be hazardous.
So it's never during
Can't
the
see
day?
anything.
Presumably. Sorry?
It's never during the day?
I'm not sure. I've played 25 minutes. I assume that it isn't. I assume it takes place one evening. You're sort of following this girl who's being chased by invisible monsters. She's also invisible. Once you start to chase her through a doorway, a magical doorway, you also become invisible.
How do you chase after someone that's invisible?
Because it's a
That'd be so annoying.
childhood
Turn
story. I
into
think it's
a
called.
creepy stalking game.
It's okay. It's very average at best.
You're actually going to rape that girl, and those monsters are her friends, and they're trying to protect her.
Yes. That is probably...
It is a Japanese
It's like the
game.
reverse of Braid. You're actually the bad guy.
You would find this out 30 minutes in, but because you stopped at 25 minutes.
You're right. It's a 30-minute game. I should have just put in the extra...
muscled through.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Richard, what have you been playing?
I played Zombeer.
Zombeer?
Yeah.
The fuck is Zombeer?
It's an indie game that's on the PlayStation Network. It's you're essentially a guy that was at a bar and you got bit by a zombie, but you don't know you got bit by a zombie. And you have
How
to
does
keep
he not know
drinking
that?
a beer called Zombeer. So you have like a gauge where if you drink too much, you like overdose from the alcohol and you die. And if you don't drink enough, you turn into a zombie, you die. So you always have to constantly drink and find alcohol. And then you're trying to go around, you're trying to save your girlfriend.
This is on the PlayStation
Yeah,
Network?
there's zombies and everything.
What the
It
fuck?
reminded me a lot of like Conker's Bad Fur Day and
How does the game play? Like third-person shooter? or
third
what?
person. No, first person shooter.
Oh, it's a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it had that like comedy from like Conker's Bad Fur Day, kind of Duke Nukem style shit to it.
Okay.
Gameplay's kind of bad though.
Just poorly
You are
executed?
drunk.
Yeah, like I have to play on easy just because like probably half the stuff you do doesn't register.
Okay.
So like you'll have a zombie right in front of you, and you have like a dildo in your hand, and like you go to hit him,
What?
and it's just like you're not hitting him. So you have to just
Well, yeah,
keep
but
waiting
you
until
turn
you're
it
like,
in with
hey,
a dildo.
registered. Yeah, whatever. You
It
can
just
even turn it
bends on
on and
his
it
head.
vibrates.
What?
What the fuck is this game? My God.
I played that.
How much did
and,
you spend on that?
I think it was like $14.99 or something.
Okay.
Whatever. It was entertaining. It's funny. That's like
Yeah.
gotta finish it there
Hitting
when I
zombies
can.
with a dildo.
Yeah, when I can muster up
Zombie
the strength to pull through all that shit. And then I also got Nino Kuni.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Very
And it's a very nice game. So far, it seems pretty good there. A little disappointed in the graphics.
What? They're so fantastic.
Well, like I told him, like the cinematics done in the fucking anime style, beautiful. The graphics from far are nice, but I find when you have the close up and you're seeing the people talk, it's absolute shit.
Well, I mean,
Because they're square, they're not round.
So it looks very like Canadian, whatever the fuck the word
yeah,
is.
too polygonal.
Polygonal
Okay.
up close, but other than that, it's pretty nice.
Okay. How far did you get?
Pretty much just got to that tree.
How many hours?
I don't know, like 20
2?
minutes or so.
20 minutes?
I didn't play for very long.
Well,
It is entertaining. I'll
But
pick
did
it
you
up
get to
again.
the other world yet, or no?
Yeah, I'm
That's
in the
what the
other
tree
world.
is.
Okay, so probably longer than 20 minutes.
I haven't even played 20
Oh.
minutes.
No.
So you never even got out of the first
Okay,
town.
so longer. We'll say probably an hour I put into it so far.
Okay.
Yeah, an hour is a realistic estimate.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Matt,
Still playing that game.
which one? The one you were talking about last week?
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok
Odyssey
Odyssey. Yeah.
God, still, like, the more I play it, the more frustrated I get, but I'm still doing it.
Wow.
And I won't change classes. I read up a bit on the class, how to build it properly. It turns out, like, I was going in the right direction, because the archer, or the bow guy, whatever the fuck, the hunter,
Bowman.
he has the lowest attack and lowest defense. But the way you're supposed to build him is high crit, because he has two abilities that, like, shoot, like, many arrows. Like, I could drop 20 arrows on one person in one
Yeah,
combo.
so you
instead
want a
of-
high crit chance
Yeah,
to
so that's
crit
it.
everything.
High crit, high damage. So I've been starting doing that way, but it's still like
Yeah,
it's
slow.
absolutely horrendous to play it because
I
I have
hate-
zero defense.
I hate when games do that now. So many games nowadays, you have to build something specifically right,
Yeah.
or else you can't continue. It's like
And
in
they don't
Path
really
of
give
Exile.
you.
No, they don't tell you.
No,
Like
they don't
any
tell you.
MMO,
You have to literally
it's
look
just,
it up.
ruins it.
Yeah, but it's just, in Path of Exile. Apparently, like if you build wrong at the beginning, it's not that big of an issue. But once you get like maybe 15 hours into everything or whatever,
Oh, yeah, there's a
you,
lot of games like
you
that
stop being able to kill stuff because you just built wrong for your character. But the problem with Path of Exile is there's like 200 fucking 300 skills.
That's the like
That-
Diablo.
The
like,
Diablo one,
I
yeah,
have
this
that
free
one.
Well, that's
play
the
one?
one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that just has like a humongous skill tree where you can go anywhere you want. It there's so much room for error.
But like,
like-
you got to use a little bit of logic. Like I said, I was already on the path to doing that. Like I started building glass cannon when I was playing with him. I literally have zero defense. Good amount of health, but all attack. I'm just
you need
I'm
lifesteal then.
There's no life steal.
That sucks.
It's not that kind of game, Adam. You don't get life
Path
steal.
of Exile
There's
has
gems
lifesteal.
on the floor.
This game has lifesteal.
You went over this last week. It's like Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
goddammit.
Yeah, so-
we were literally just complaining about Path of Exile, and now
No,
you're
but I'm
talking
just
about-
saying. Anyways, continue.
Anyways, so not only that, but there's certain monsters. Like I already have trouble in big groups of monsters because I got to charge up half my attacks.
Well, you have to
fight.
play with Richard.
No, but he
I don't
can't
have
play-
internet
He
right
doesn't
now.
have internet right now.
Oh.
So yeah, so the monsters I have the most trouble with are the giant dogs because they summon little dogs. But so when you upgrade your weapons, you have to break off certain parts of beasts or items or whatever,
Yeah, like
and you
Monster
get them.
Hunter.
Yeah, like Monster Hunter, and you got to build your item to upgrade it. So I've got this one item that I've been doing for a while. It's like level 7 or 8. It's one of the items from the dogs. I'm like, fuck. I already got to kill. I can't kill this thing by myself. I tried. I did it. Took forever. Got the piece. Upgraded. Next one. It's the dog that's the upgraded version of that one. I'm like, you fucking bastards. Right after the next one,
That
I gotta
much
go
harder?
kill.
Best boss fight ever.
Oh.
Because I literally just hear him over the microphone, just like
Motherfucker.
cursing all the time.
literally.
God,
He's standing in front
I'm
of
fighting the
dog.
boss, and then the boss will summon little
Four of them.
wolves. They
Four
all
of
just
them.
go for him all the time. And he
Immediately.
can't do anything.
Even if I'm not near them, even if I'm not
My
near the
God.
boss, everything just runs at me, and then the boss focuses me.
I do more damage than he does, and everything just goes for him. Even the boss. Like, I can kill a boss, no problem, just because it's running after him.
Well, he probably has higher damage output than you, so it goes
That's
up
what
to
we
a bigger
thought.
threat.
No, well, it's not DPS wise because I can do like in a span of whatever.
It's the opposite. They typically attack the weakest person.
No, they go. For
No,
the
usually
highest
aggro
DPS.
works in any game like this. Aggro usually works with whoever does the most damage. They will go after
But
you.
in strategy RPGs, they typically attack the person with the weakest amount of
Well, that's because
defense or
in a
basic.
strategy game, the computer is trying to think strategically of how to thin your numbers to get a better advantage against you.
Is this not a multiplayer game? To
No,
thin
but
the
it's not a
advantage
I
to
said
get the-
game like
strategy
that,
game.
John.
Strategy.
Is there no
game.
strategy in
There
this
isn't.
game?
It's a hack and
It's
slash.
And yet this enemy is attacking you because you have the weakest defense.
That's not why it would go after me though. It's probably because it's the highest output in a span of a certain amount of time.
Something
That's how MMOs work, Sean.
I don't know. In WoW, the boss tends to go after the healer.
No, yeah, because I can pull more aggro as a
Because-
healer than the DPS can. There was a boss. Literally, as soon as our DPS hit a certain area, everyone was supposed to like keep it at like 50. I cast one spell. I do more aggro than all of them, and I end up pulling the boss. I'm like, well, fuck. Get better.
So then it's not necessarily how much damage you're doing; it's just how much you're contributing.
But that's it. I was literally not doing anything because I'm not hitting
No,
the
you
boss.
literally run around in a circle with the monster
And the
fucking
boss is
chasing
coming
him,
after you.
and I'm just like, attacking,
That makes perfect
So then
sense to me.
maybe it's going after the weaker link.
No, but so it's just gonna let itself die as I'm running because I can
It
run
is kind
forever.
of stupid.
Hey, the only fucking boss that goes after me is Grendel, and he's
Yeah.
a fucking.
Anyway, so
asshole.
some of these bosses have these stupid
Beowulf.
tendencies.
freaking body. It's essentially in
No,
Norse mythology.
Ragnarok, the game they're talking about, is all based in North
So
mythology.
there's Odin's volcano and
Norse mythology.
Norse.
What did I say?
North.
Norse.
Oh, sorry, my
Northeast.
bad. Yeah,
So, yeah.
Norse.
At least in Monster Hunter, the way the
Yeah.
creatures worked, they worked kind of on a physics basis in a way. Like they actually could jump to turn, they do shit. Like they have to move around. This, I'm fighting one of the bosses, one of the dogs, and it shoots beams out of it. So they're like fireballs. And as I'm trying to run around to get around it, it's it's rotating. Its paws aren't moving, and it's gliding,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
the
looking at
worst.
me, and it's shooting auto aim at me.
Because
and
it has
then-
little feet underneath
Yeah,
its
but
paws that are
there's little
making it-
wheels.
But it's still not as bad as fucking Grendel.
Yeah,
He fucking does something where he like sweats on you,
and no matter how far you
and
get
when he
away,
sweats you, he marks you. And essentially,
Just
after
sweat.
that, he does a body slam attack, and it homes in on you.
I tried to get away with a boost attack that you can use that makes you run around a lot faster.
Yeah.
I was literally nowhere near him. He landed like yeah,
He's so
literally.
big, he's so hard to
He
dodge.
still landed, and I wasn't underneath him.
Yeah.
But apparently, his hitbox just grows.
and it's a
immensely,
one-hit kill.
and it killed me. Yeah, one hit kill.
Wow.
That's this kind of rage this game
You guys,
is.
ridiculous.
you guys are selling
And
this
I have-
game to Adam
and I'm in the-
Dodds with the S and me.
It's very fun.
I have the worst class too. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna push through it. I'm a hunter.
This was a PS3
I am
game?
pretty intrigued, actually.
It's like
A Vita
Monster
game, I
Hunter.
guess,
Yeah.
ported to
No,
the
but
PS3.
you said it was a
PS2,
You're playing it on what?
PS3. It was a
Okay.
PS2 originally, Ragnarok Odyssey.
Okay.
Now they revamped it to Ragnarok Odyssey Ace.
Mhm. Did you download it or did you
I
buy
downloaded
the disc? Or
No, you got to download.
No,
it.
download
PS3.
you
it.
have to download it.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Well, he paid more. I got it on the special.
I think there is a disc version of it. I might be wrong.
Probably.
I paid $30 for it, and then I told him to get it, and because he has gold,
Oh yeah,
he paid like
$29.99. I paid $19.99.
Oh, that's good.
Not bad.
But still,
The benefits of being a Plus member.
Until they fucking put Monster Hunter on there, I gotta find
the
whatever I
raging
can.
on it though.
Yeah.
I'm still pushing through. I'm still gonna beat it with the bow guy every single boss because that's the way I do. Because like I don't want to go
Well,
the
have
cheap
you
way.
beaten Dynasty Warriors 8 yet, Matt?
Well, technically I beat it. I just haven't completed it.
Okay.
No, because
Fair enough.
semantics,
Fair enough.
right?
Yes, he did beat it.
I beat the game
Because he was trying to get a platinum. He spent like 200 hours playing Dynasty Warriors 8
in a span of a month.
What's
Okay.
stopping you from
What do you mean
platinum?
by complete it?
platinum.
Platinum it.
Oh, okay.
I beat it. I just haven't completed the trophy.
All right. Well, I played a little bit more of Final Fantasy VIII this week.
Good.
But what I'm going to talk about is Triple Triad because that shit is awesome. It's the card game in Final Fantasy VIII, right?
Mhm.
And
It has a name.
Triple
Okay, 'cause I was
Triad.
gonna ask, what the fuck game are you talking about?
I
I
also
never knew it was called that.
You
No.
never knew it was
I
called
just chose
Triple
the
That
card
game
Triad.
gives me a
Final
half
Fantasy
chub,
VIII.
man.
It gives you what?
It gives me a half chub every time I play it.
It's so good, but see, when you start the game, it's almost impossible.
Oh yeah, no, it's
You
it's,
can't
no,
win.
it's not almost impossible.
is
It's
impossible.
physically impossible.
No, you can win a match or two, but it's. I was playing. I was trying to get some cards. I'm like, I lost reset. I don't want to
Yeah,
lose
no,
my
that's
card.
what you gotta do.
Because you lose your best card.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I didn't have any cards at that point. I didn't even go fight Infrit to get, because as soon as you beat Infrit, you get the Infrit
Different
card.
Ifrit.
Not infrit.
Isn't it an IN?
No,
It's Ifrit.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was
One of the
IN.
only things I liked about Final Fantasy
No, it's
is that,
Ifrit.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
It's
in
IF?
10. How amazing was he in 10?
it was awesome.
So cool. I remember you got to that jellyfish and you didn't save once. It was like 10 hours into the game and you died and you didn't have anything saved. I remember that story.
All right,
Back in
It
the
could
days
be a
when you just leave
fiction.
your PlayStation on and go to school.
Anyways, So I didn't even get Ifrit. I didn't get his card. When you beat him, you get the GF. You get the Ifrit card.
It's infrit. It's not infrit.
I think it's inferred.
Inferred. It's inferred.
Infrared.
Okay, sorry. Back to
Infrared.
what? Nothing. Sorry.
But
Infrared.
don't you have to like steal from him to get the card?
No, it just most of the time you automatically get it.
Some of them, the special ones, you have to.
Some cards you can get from using the card ability, but other times, even when you're fighting normal creatures, it'll just give you the card. Not every time, but on occasions.
Mhm.
But a lot of the times, I mean, like to get some of the character cards, the rare cards, you just get them from people by beating them. But once you get good cards, you can almost never lose unless you're really stupid.
Can you imagine someone having that ability? They just come up to you, turn you into a card. Like, how much would that hurt? You're crushing. You turn into paper.
But it only works if there's a card equivalent for that.
Yeah.
If the person doesn't have a card, they're like, nope, fuck you. I don't exist.
That would
still
create
hurt.
cards
Yeah.
and then have some serial killer come in.
Card captors?
Card
Captors. Yeah.
So some little
Same
girl
thing.
With a wand.
Yeah. Hitting you in the face.
By the way, there's
Big
new
cards.
in a flying yellow cat.
Yeah. Anyways, so the game, yeah, it's a lot of fun, but like it gets so much more like thought intensive or thought involved when they start adding more rules, because I didn't realize how many extra rules there were into the game.
Fucking
No, because
elements and like bonuses, like you chain shit together.
I haven't even gotten to the bonuses part.
Jesus.
It's just there's plus and then there's same or whatever. So it's like if there's two different cards and you put one in between both of them, and let's say both numbers on each card is matching, okay, then it'll flip both of them. Same thing with the plus. If the sum of both sides equals the same thing, then it'll flip all the other ones. It's like, anyways, if you're not paying attention, the computer could fuck you if you put the wrong card down. And it's the worst when certain rules, because like usually it's open so you can see each other's cards, what you've picked, and you can choose which cards you want. It's the worst when it's random and it's closed, so you can't even pick your cards and you don't know what they have. So sometimes when you put cards like adjacent to each other, you can get totally fucked because you can't add them together. Anyways, like I've had to reset the game a couple of times because I got fucked hard.
How much time have you put into the game so far? How do you like the story and how's the challenge?
Well, it's like 18 hours. It's not that challenging.
It's 18 hours?
I've been 18 hours in the game.
Because I'm playing that next.
forever.
I'm
16
playing
of
that next that I
those
want.
have been in the card game.
Yeah. Well, it's like FF 9 where like, you do like 20 hours of story and then 120 hours of Blitzball.
I 10. No, I thought you said 9 for a second. I never liked the card.
9.
Yeah, Blitzball's in 10.
But it is like 10.
No, yeah, okay, so you said 9. I never liked the card game in 9. I never even understood it. It didn't make sense.
harder.
I don't think I ever played it.
It's arrows.
I think I played it once. No, but it didn't make sense.
No,
It does make sense.
Oh, no,
I
that makes perfect sense.
I played it 6 months ago. It makes a
It's
little
because of
What the hell
combos.
did you
You have
play
to do certain
Final Fantasy
combos that like wait. It's
Yeah.
like in 9 except minus the numbers. Like in
It is 9.
instead of 8. Like in 8, I can drop one card and take all 8 of other cards
Yeah.
in one shot. 9 is a sack.
It's because if you can flip another person's card, then it creates a chain where they
No,
can flip
that doesn't
other-
happen. That only happens if
in 9.
you...
In 9.
Oh, in 9.
No, but
in
it happens
8 it does
when
happen.
The numbers are higher.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's no
the card-
numbers in 9. It's just
No,
No,
it's
it
arrows.
isn't.
arrows.
Yeah.
Arrows.
No, that's like in 8. Like if you take over a card and it flips and its numbers higher than the card that's next to it.
Nope, doesn't happen.
Sometimes later on, like
No,
if
it's
you combo
only...
them.
Yeah, it's only a combo. That only works
That's
with
what I'm
plus and only works with same.
That's what I'm saying. In certain combos, you can start flipping other
Everything,
cards.
yeah, I know. That's how you get fucked.
That's why it's funny because you can literally take like 9 cards.
Terrible.
Actually, the worst part about that card game is if you don't take over the card that you want it to get from that guy and it ends up still being his at the end, you can't choose it. You can only choose the cards that you flipped in 8.
No, you can. You can flip
sure?
any card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you can't like take it. Like
You can flip. You can take any card you want.
you sure? Because I remember
Yes, I've been playing for the last 18 hours.
I thought it was that you couldn't get certain
No,
cards. if
it's
you-
only depending on the rules, because some rules you can take all the cards they were using.
Yeah, there's that.
You can take 2 or 3 cards. You can trade cards. You can take all the cards that you won. So if they won
what
a
I'm
card
saying,
against... No, that's a different rule, though. That is... You don't even get to choose. You take the cards you won,
Okay,
and they take the cards they won.
Yeah,
So if you lost one of your cards in that game,
that's what it was. Yeah.
you just lose it, even if you won the match.
How do you not know this? You tend to play Final Fantasy games and beat them
know how long
multiple
ago-
I know,
times.
but it's been a long time since I played Final Fantasy.
Once? How many times have you beaten 7?
Once.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. I can't even remember how I
I
beat
could have
it.
swore you beat that a lot
No,
more
I
times.
beat it once. I beat Tactics twice or 3 times.
There you go.
Anyways, Triple Triad is the
very
best. Once you get cards, it's really easy, but, it's
Now
a
you know
lot of
how I
fun.
got addicted to Magic.
Triple Triad.
Once you get cards.
You can buy cards, Triple
Yeah.
Triad cards, and
I literally
In real
just
life.
threw out magic cards the other day. Do you want them? They're not quite in the garbage yet. They're still just in a bag right
I
now.
will
not
take them.
in the
Okay, I'll
garbage.
give them to you.
Absolutely take them. I'm doing a booster draft this week.
All right, Dodds, what'd you do?
I'm still playing Final Fantasy VII.
Still, yeah.
I'm about 16 hours in.
Okay, so I caught
I
up to a
had to
bit.
stop playing because my laptop had a seizure.
Oh, like
Yes, so did
that's
John's.
weird.
Yeah. There's something weird. Like, we got sick at the same time, and our laptops. Like,
We're the same person.
It's
But
very.
you also live right next to each other, so maybe it's something in the air.
No, it's the.
It ruins laptops and
It's that
destroys your immune
sewer
system.
air that's just being released from all the construction. I'm convinced.
No, because didn't your brother get sick too and everything?
Yeah, he did actually. He got sick first, then I got sick, and then he
Oh,
got sick.
that's
I don't know
weird.
at the same time.
And then your laptop's got sick.
And I haven't played Final Fantasy VII at all this week.
No?
But I did play a board game this week that was pretty fucking cool.
What was it?
It's actual. It's not a. There's no board involved. It's a card game. It's called Smash Up.
Okay.
Remember? Did you read Brad? Dozo's
Yeah.
member? Yeah. I went to Dozo's place with Brad, and he had this game. And there's, depending on the amount of players, there's different base cards, and like each base does something different. And there's 3 numbers per base, and those are points. It's a very complicated
So
game.
by base, you mean
Okay.
like his castle kind of base, or like base like as in the starting card?
Well, there's 5 bases, and you have to take over the bases with your minions.
Okay, so it's like an actual base.
So it's
like
an
a
actual
fort.
base.
Yeah.
It's a fort base,
It's,
not like a.
it's called a base card,
Okay, because
But it's a fort.
but not like a.
that's what I thought. Like a
Base,
starting
like a-
card, like it's
yeah.
a base. Your base.
Oh
card.
no, it's like a fort.
It's a base. Yeah, it's a
It's a
base,
fort.
yes. It's a fort.
Yeah, and
A garrison.
you play a minion and an action each time,
Okay.
and your minions have a toughness, and you have to play a minion on a base, and then his toughness contributes to the total number of toughness for the base.
Okay.
The base will have a number on it, and with all the minions on said base, you add up the toughness, and then once it gets to the number, you conquer the base.
So there's no board per se, but you just have cards laid out
Yeah.
on a table, making
Yeah.
a map or something? Is
No,
there,
it's
like-
just like you put the bases down, and then you play your cards around
Around
the
them,
base.
okay.
So I gotta play this minion on this
That's
base.
like those games where you send little things out of your main node to take over other nodes. Like you have to send 300 things to take over that
Yeah,
node.
yeah,
Captures it, and then you spread and do the same
yeah.
thing.
and-
There's like a little mushroom game
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, and once a base is captured, the person with the most toughness points with their minions gains the first number. So, like, a base card will say, like, 4, 3, 2. The person with the most toughness will get 4 points, the second most gets 3, and then the third most gets
Okay, and
2.
whoever gets the most points or gets to a certain amount of points
15
wins?
points.
Or? Okay.
And you have action cards to play. You can play 1 minion and 1 action unless otherwise indicated.
So if you take over a base, can someone retake it over or what?
No, anyone could take. It's not that you take it over; it's that it's broken.
So who has more toughness gets that certain amount of points. But if
It's
someone,
once the toughness total from all minions reaches the number on the card, it
Oh.
breaks. So even if I'm leading, and then the next person puts down a card that makes the toughness break, then
You still get the
then
4
bases
points.
break. I get the points. That base goes out. You choose
Okay.
a new one and put it in its place.
is there any way to remove your toughness from the base? Like, can another player remove the toughness?
Yeah, you can remove minions with action cards.
But he can remove your.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
You wouldn't want to push it over the break if you're not. You wouldn't want to break it unless you're leading, right?
yeah,
So
or if you're in second, like you might want to.
Depending
Because
on, yeah.
if the person who's in first doesn't have a lot of points, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
You'll still get 3 or whatever.
yeah.
But some of them are like, I forgot. I think it's one of them is 000, and it's the amount of victory points you get is equal to the minions you have on the base. So if you have 5 minions and the highest points, you get 5 points. There's also one base that I don't remember the specific amount of points on it, but it's if you destroy a minion on this base, you get 1 victory point.
Okay.
Wow.
So someone else could put a minion down, and you have an action card that destroys it, you get a point right away. And
Interesting.
then there's some cards that you play, it's like when you play this card, gain a victory point. And there's different factions and shit, but
Sounds interesting. What was it called again?
Smash Up.
Smash Up.
It
Seems
was
pretty
a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Something else to
See if
play
Compo-
besides
Catan?
Citizens of Catan.
What's wrong with Catan, Richard?
I can't
Catan,
win. That's what's
You
wrong
almost
with it.
won, man. You almost
Catan
won.
and
Because I never
friendships,
think
man.
on where to put my
Strategic.
fucking property and shit.
You just have to put it on lucrative areas.
Yeah, I know, but I always think it's good, and then like the next turn is like, fuck, why'd I do that?
And there's different factions because you have a deck, and it's usually you take 2 factions. And like I had dinosaurs
Dinosaurs versus what?
dinosaurs and tricksters, which was like gnomes and leprechauns.
Little fuckers.
Okay.
And like
gnomes riding dinosaurs.
you could play. I can't remember what the fuck the gnome did.
How does the gnome trick the dinosaur? I thought dinosaurs weren't smart.
Seems
It
weird.
was good. It was fun. I think you would all enjoy it.
Sounds pretty cool. How many people can you play?
I'm not sure. We played with 4, and it worked out pretty well.
Okay.
Plenty.
Because- Yeah.
What's the art style like? Is it kind of like a magic or?
Yeah, it's cartoonish.
It just writes dinosaur.
Yeah, like
Like-
the dinosaurs are all cyber dinos.
Okay.
So like one of them is called Laser Triceratops or something. It's a Triceratops with like armor and
laser
lasers,
beams on
yeah.
its head.
And then there's like King Rex, which is a T-Rex that it's the highest toughness,
King Rex.
7, and it has like miniguns coming over its shoulders and
With a
shit.
tiara on.
Yeah.
Tiara.
All right, so we'll get into a few
Here.
things. They announced a few more Super Smash Brothers characters. I don't know what the point of re-announcing Captain Falcon in, because you know he was going to be there. What's the point?
Because did they take him out of one?
No. Captain Falcon has always been in that. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
Yes.
I thought he wasn't in the last one.
Brawl?
On the Wii. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no way he was not in
No,
Brawl.
because they replaced him for someone else.
Really?
Well, like Ganondorf when they came to the second one.
Yeah, but
They were both the
Ganondorf,
same. They got rid of one of them. They couldn't keep the both.
Yeah.
No, I think Falcon's been in
I'm
all.
pretty sure Captain Falcon's still in it. Either way, doesn't matter. It was just a side note. I mean, like, why announce him? Everyone knew he was
Wait,
gonna be
before
there.
you say the other ones, how do you feel about these Fire Emblems being in there and not Roy?
Well, whatever. Apparently, Roy was too OP for everyone, so they had to remove the
Apparently,
shit out
or
of him.
he was too OP. Yeah.
Roy was
And
the
he
best.
to use- Yeah.
Roy was the best.
So was
was.
Meta Knight. And they got rid
Anyways.
of him too.
So they put Robin and Lucina, but I don't know who either of these people are. I'm
From Fire
assuming.
Emblem Awakening.
I know they're from Fire Emblem, but I'm assuming you know.
They're from the new one, aren't they?
Yes, one is a created character that you can create, who can look like anything. They just happen to give it a default look and name, apparently. And one is the main girl character, or one of the main protagonists. Right.
So Robin's the fake one.
Robin is the fake one, and then Luce. I
Because
can't
can't you
use
choose your
Lucina.
sex in the new Fire Emblem? game?
exactly, and how you look, and
Yeah. Anyways, I mean it's Super Smash, so
Smash.
I'm sure it'll be fun for the little amount of time I ever put into it.
You know what game I heard that came out? Kim Kardashian made a new game on the.
Yeah, that came out a little while ago. It
Made,
also made $200 million.
$200 million.
what?
It's been out for like a
free
month
game.
or two.
It's a free game.
See, that was my retort against. Well, I tried to be open-minded about soccer because I don't like soccer, but I watched the World Cup. But people were trying to tell me on the internet that soccer is better than hockey because it's more popular.
It's not.
Kim Kardashian is the most popular person on Twitter. Justin Bieber is one of the most popular musicians.
Their logic is flawed.
Popularity does not equal superiority. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So she makes $200 million off of a free game.
Well,
Yeah,
it
she made
still doesn't make
$200 million off.
Because people
A
spend too
free
much
game.
money on their,
Yo, we should
fake
make a Kim
avatars.
Kardashian
We can
game.
Yeah.
download it now. You know how there's certain games that have tips in them? One of them was if you date celebrities, you'll gain more fans.
Okay.
Like, that's her tip.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with this woman?
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because you then gain the fans from that celebrity
Yeah.
that you're dating.
It makes perfect sense. That
No,
is
it-
logic.
It's stupid to tell
Are
people
you
that.
looking at it right now?
Yeah, is this it?
Yeah.
How does this game make
You
200
play as Kim Kardashian, living life.
There's also a woman that went out of her way to make herself look like Kim Kardashian.
$30,000, I think it was.
Euros is what she paid.
Anyway.
I want to see what that looks like.
Paid 4,500 euros for hair extensions.
Next up, Tekken 7 got announced, but
Yep.
I mean, like, when was the last time anyone ever played a Tekken?
Hey, I don't give a shit, man.
You don't give a shit? Oh, you like Tekken?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. You like Tekken. You like the fucking breakdancer guys, though. Douche.
yeah, but he's not in Tekken. Wait, is he?
There's always a breakdancer.
I like
dude.
Law. Okay, Law's my
Law?
favorite
Yeah,
character.
he's legit.
Which one is that?
Voldo,
The
like-
wrestler guy?
No,
That's Soul Calibur.
he's,
Soul
he's like the
Calibur.
Bruce Lee type character.
Oh, okay.
And then you have.
I can't remember their names.
Yeah,
Mitsurugi.
Mitsurugi. No,
Yeah,
isn't it?
the like
That's Soul
robot
Calibur.
samurai dude there.
Yoshimitsu.
Yoshimitsu. That's
Is
it.
he a green dinosaur?
Anyways, Yoshimitsu was part of the main story or whatever from the trailer that they released.
Isn't that the guy who owns Nintendo?
No,
Ah.
is not the guy who owns Nintendo. Anyways, last up, Neversoft is officially closed.
Bye bye. They burnt an effigy. They
Yeah.
burnt an eyeball effigy.
The eye, yeah.
That was sad. That was so sad.
Sorry? Oh, the Neversoft there, they had that
The eyeball.
their little eyeball that was their almost mascot or whatever in their
Okay.
logo.
They burnt an eyeball effigy
Why?
because they're closing.
They don't have to burn it.
But
They made one and burnt it.
as respect and tribute to.
Anyways, the remaining of the staff is going to merge into Infinity Ward because apparently the last thing they did was
Yeah.
help something with like Call of Duty Ghosts or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Anyways, so no more Tony Hawk games ever.
Fuck Activision and their stupid asses.
I don't know.
That's all I have to say.
There hasn't been a good Tony Hawk game in like what 10 years.
Since like
Stub
Tony
2?
Hawk Pro Skater 2.
No, man. Underground one
Underground
was
2,
really good.
Underground 1 and Underground 2 were sick. The rest of them were garbage.
I haven't played them since the N64, so
Really?
Yeah.
How have you not played like Tony Hawk Underground?
easily I saw it in the store and I chose not to buy it.
Case
It's
closed.
fantastic.
That is very good. Thug 2 was the first game I ever played online.
Thug
Nope. I'm lying. Counter-Strike was probably the first game I ever played.
Yeah,
No one ever.
No PC.
no one ever.
I think the first game I played online was Quake 3.
I think the first game I played online might have been EverQuest.
Or no, sorry, not Quake 3.
Yeah.
I think it was Quake 2 Arena.
EverQuest.
See, I don't know what came first though, the PS2 or online games.
PC games.
PC games.
PC games? Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
because you could play
CS.
online games at like
Yeah.
99 or something like that with your shitty dial-up.
I guess Unreal Tournament. Anyway, I bought the fucking internet adapter for my PS2 and played the shit out of Tony Hawk Underground 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and people get mad at me because like if you finished after the time limit on a combo, you can just keep going,
Yeah.
and then you just find a spot in the map where you can jump back and forth and like grind, jump, kickflip,
You
wall
don't even need
mount,
to do
jump.
that. You can
Yeah.
just, what is it? Just,
Grind forever in a pool.
Yeah. No, not even. There was
If you don't get points that way, or if you're grinding for a long time, the points count.
no, there was a
goes
different
down.
move.
You need
Like,
combos.
No, yeah, what you need to do is there's that infinite loop in that one map where you just keep going around the entire
Is it a
map in one
switch?
gigantic grind.
if you kept doing a switch over and over again.
Well,
I think
yeah, when you
that
were
too.
grinding, you can like double tap square,
No, but I
double
mean, just
tap X,
say-
and you go.
just standing there, I think you could just keep switching and you can literally just keep
Yeah,
going.
you can do that. You
'Cause
can
you're-
like do the Rodney Mullen
Yeah.
fucking spin around.
You just have to
Rodney
keep
Mullen.
doing the same move over and over again.
That's
I remember
like
as you were on the ground, and you would
That's
just
a very
keep
good question.
going points. And
Yeah.
everyone would wait for that, right?
I was actually watching the old because like if you beat the campaign with a certain character, you'd unlock their tricks videos. And I used to watch the shit out of those when I was a kid.
Well, we have
Burn
YouTube now.
Ghost.
Yeah,
My favorite character.
he's still skating. He's still skating. So's Rodney Mullen.
How old are they?
They're old.
They're like 40 something.
40 something. That's old.
Tony
for
Hawk
a-
is 40 something
Tony
too.
Hawk, Tony Hawk doesn't skate anymore.
He
No?
quit.
All right, anyways, I'm pretty sure that's a good question. What is the first few games that you ever played online?
I don't know.
Easily for me it would be Quake 2 Arena for some reason. I don't know why I played a lot of that. I did.
Wow.
And EverQuest.
I'm going to say religiously EverQuest and Counter-Strike, but I think the first game I ever played online was a demo for Black Hawk Down.
That's weird.
Online?
Weird.
Yeah.
Not SOCOM.
No.
Why would you remember?
You played
something so
SOCOM
specific?
online quite a bit, no?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I played Black Hawk Down before that.
Okay.
Diablo 2.
I never played Diablo 2.
Played a fuck ton of Diablo 2. An unhealthy amount of Diablo.
Oh, maybe Diablo 1 as well. Not sure. I played Diablo 1. A man gave me a piece of paper to wear on my head, and then I killed Diablo in 2 hits.
Wait, what?
True story.
A lot of fun.
That doesn't make any sense.
Was Diablo 1 online?
Yeah, you played online.
Both of them, yeah?
I don't
Well,
remember.
Diablo 1 came out, 1997, and Diablo 2 was 1999, or were they 1 year apart only?
I don't know. Never played any other
You could've just said
Diablo.
98, 99.
Instead of 1999, 1997.
2012 or 13.
I think I even played Diablo 1 on PlayStation before I even played on computer.
I tried to rent it, and they gave me Diablo 2 like,
Motherfucker.
in the case. And I was like, I already have this. And they were like, well, you already returned a game that was a mistake last time, so we're not going to give you your money back. I was like, well, fuck you, Blockbuster. So then I scratched it and gave it back.
What a piece of shit.
And now they're out of business.
They're out of business because of few dots.
Yeah.
Classic. You scratched
It was a slippery slope with that Diablo 1.
It was worth
The
it.
next person got it scratched. He's like, well, fuck, I'm going to
Because you
scratch their
free now
next
have to
game.
find a new job.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You have no idea what your first game online was.
I played a lot of games. I don't remember all of them.
One of the first few games you ever played online. Did you ever play EverQuest with us? No.
Oh, Warcraft.
Oh.
Oh,
the first
yeah.
one. The first Warcraft.
Wait, the first Warcraft had online?
Yeah, they all did, because they all had custom maps that you could play multiplayer.
Shit,
No
that wasn't just
way.
LAN.
No,
No way the first one had
I think so.
on internet. The
I think
second
so.
one, yeah. I think the second one
I
had
always used
online.
to. I'm pretty sure I always used to go to my friend's house, or the second one or two. The first or second one, but there was one of them that.
Because the first one is fugly as fuck. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have
they
network
all
play.
are. And
No, the second one looks nice.
I don't think it
Warcraft
matters
3
on
looks
how
good.
ugly the game is.
No, Warcraft 3 actually looks really
Yeah,
ugly.
no, it doesn't. It looks really good.
Disgusting.
Dude, Warcraft 3 Online was like my childhood. Me and Renault used to stay up till like 3 a.m. on school nights playing fucking custom maps.
Yo, man.
Tower defense
Tower
all
defense.
day
It's
long.
all about the tower defense.
Like, oh, it's 2 a.m.
That's right. The original title was Warcraft Orcs and Humans,
Yeah.
and there was literally peons versus like the original orcs. No, you see, there's multiplayer.
Online?
Well, I think so. I would assume
Or
so.
just LAN?
I'm pretty sure it would be online. MS DOS.
Yeah, it was DOS. I'm pretty sure it didn't have network
No, it was
play.
in '94.
I'm pretty sure it didn't have network play, man.
It might have.
All right,
It was one of
Sean,
them.
what was your first online game you ever played?
I actually think it was a Siphon Filter game for the PS2. Yeah,
That had online?
yeah. I think Richard and I might have played some of it. I can't remember.
That was the first game you ever played online?
I think so.
Shit.
I think we played like once, and then I think you gave it to Matt, and I played a lot with Matt.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Which-
Siphon
Full
Filter.
yeah.
Siphon filter?
Yeah, we played a
PS2?
lot.
That was actually a good game. Like,
You
it was
guys
the
had
first game
network
that
adapters
like
for
required.
PS2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, sorry, I had a network adapter also.
So, what was the guffaw?
The good
It was siphon filter.
Just for
That was one of
clarification,
the first games that had actual like I find like teamwork in it. Like you
Yeah.
could boost each other up to get to higher places and everything.
I
sorry,
agree.
just for clarification, it says multiplayer contests by modem or local network.
Okay, so Warcraft 1 had
Yeah.
network play.
What?
Yeah, in
I'm
94.
pretty sure that was the first game I played online,
That's ridiculous.
and it was fucking horrendously looking. But it
Well,
was
yeah,
fun.
Warcraft 1 looked like shit.
It was super hard. I remember being super hard. I couldn't even beat the computers half the time because I was a kid.
But only for 4 hours.
Yes. What?
Sorry.
You can only beat the computer for 4 hours.
It was super hard, but only for 4 hours.
That's a really long time.
Anything
John.
after that, you should see a doctor.
Oh.
Remember when we used to have to go online for time limits? Like you would
Time
like
limits?
the original dial-up, you would pay
Oh.
for hours of internet.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I
Do you remember
remember
that? Like AOL, you got the discs, like 200 free hours of internet.
What?
Yeah, but you get them in the mail all the time.
Yeah, and then they become frisbees.
Or microwavable.
Yeah.
Also that. Yeah, that was fucking terrible. Those were hard times, man. Get off the phone!
You just hear them.
Playing EverQuest. Rich, I need to use the phone. God damn it! I'll be back.
My Neopets are dying.
Oh god, Neopets. Oh,
I miss
that could
Neopets.
easily be
Yeah,
the first
maybe.
thing you ever played online,
In high
Neopets.
school, yeah.
No, I definitely played Counter-Strike.
And I definitely played Warcraft.
No, I think I played Neopets. I actually distinguishly.
That still exists.
Distinguishly.
That
Yeah.
still exists.
What?
Yeah,
Neopets?
you can still go on Neopets.
Yeah, I still
Neopets
have
was the
multiple
tits,
accounts.
man. If you had
You still have multiple accounts.
once they made the switch over from dial-up to fucking whatever broadband, you'd clean house because the store would refresh every hour and you could buy all the best shit before everyone else because they all had shitty dial-up internet and you had King
It's-
Kong internet.
Does it make sense that people who have the top scores in that game? They're literally children that sit there for hours playing
No,
that
you
same
can
game.
hack the games very easily. Kyle did it.
Yeah, but like,
Then he got
Wait,
banned.
You can download hacks.
no, but so, like, some of them
No,
are
this was
feasible.
back then, man.
I know, but some of these are feasible. It's just that you literally have to have hours upon hours of time of sitting there and doing this.
The only game I played a lot on Neopets was the
The mech
worm,
one.
the worm one.
Yeah.
I played the
Or
mech
Snake.
one.
It was Snake, not Worm.
I can't
Snake.
even
So I think it
remember.
was called Worm because the original
I remember there was one in the boat where you had to like row your boat and collect all this
Yeah.
stuff, and then
And
there'd be
there's
like
black
mines
holes.
that would float.
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
Mines
yeah.
on war. That one, Kyle had the hack first, so no mines would ever fucking show
Oh,
up.
what a cheater. What a cheater.
But so many of the games were actually really fun.
Yeah.
I remember playing that when I was a kid.
I
It was very
I like
enjoyable.
battling with the Neopets.
All right. Anyways, on that note, that's it for us.
Did it to you a few times.
Yeah. So like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter,
Instagram.
Brandon's Instagram.
I have Instagram too.
Dodds'
is Instagram.
Dodd Instagram.
Cat-
Not Dodds is
Cat
Dodd Instagram.
pictures.
Cat pictures for
Cat
days.
pictures galore. You want to see some pussy? Go on Dodds' Instagram.
Yeah.
Check out the blog at gamerbasement.com, and we'll catch you next week.
What were we doing when I kept making the PS4 turn off?